All right, welcome back, everyone, on this lovely Wednesday, 9 a.m. this morning, and pretty exciting day so far. Looks like we're getting a good rally on that lift trade. Good to see you, Brian, Michael, Grant, everyone. Welcome back. And news just came out. We just posted the news. Looked like Waymo launched a partnership with the Thomas Automobile at Nashville. Everyone plays but New York, though. I don't know why. Everyone wants to go outside New York. But Lyft, you know what? I've been a big fan of Lyft. I've always been a big fan of Lyft. My wife hates Lyft. She always tells me to use Uber. But, Lyft, I just want to bring up this big long-term chart on it. If you could see what happened here since August, the stock obviously hasn't been gone anywhere, and it finally broke out 52-week highs. Some of you remember Lyft. I'm going to go back all the way back here, go back a couple of years. You could see Lyft started, and when it did the IPO price, it was all the way up here to about 87. The stock got destroyed. And it's been a really big struggle. It's been holding really strong here around the 10.50 for a long time. Now we're up to the $26, $27 price range. This you could see is almost like a gap fill over here. Really, really nice stock. And I guess Lyft is obviously making some moves. All right. But what a great run up so far this morning. Hopefully some of you guys got it right around. It just started. The news just came out just at 8:55. I think when we posted the news was just right around was $24. I know some of you here jumped in. Chuck, you got a piece out of it? Okay. Chuck got a piece at 23.80. He's out at 25. Way to go, Chuck. Post that up there. Way to go, Chuck. One of our loyal gold students right there. Did really well. And then, in the meantime, other big news that's going on this morning is we've heard from the Fed rate. They're expecting the Fed to cut the rates 3 times. That's right, 3 beautiful times into this year. So, honestly, I think they should be doing at least a half. They're expecting a quarter. So see how that news comes out on that. But in the meantime, let's go through what happened yesterday. We got Lyft on the watch list. We're going to keep an eye on that. But Lyft is definitely going to be on this list right here. But let's go talk about yesterday. There were a lot of stocks that did really, really well. Let me just bring up the 2-day chart here so you can see what happened here on this market. So we had the Tesla trade's been doing great. We've been killing it on the Tesla. I really like the Tesla, what's happening right here. There's a lot of consolidation going on. Let me tell you, if we could break this, we could look really, really, really good on Tesla. I know a lot of us own the TSLL and we own the TSLY and even the TSYY, So we're doing good on the yields and everything else. That is doing just fabulous right there. So we're doing really well on those stocks. A couple other ones out here that did really well. The TURB was just great yesterday. Another big, big run up. I mean, this thing ran from $5 up to about $20. Everybody always wants that big, big winner. If you notice, this is not even that big. We have bigger ones than this. But you know what? It was a nice little couple 100% mover right there. It did great. GRORV, another really good short squeeze on that one. Ran from $2 to $6 right in the middle of the day. And then obviously came crashing down. NFE, another great little mover yesterday going into the after hours. I'm going to put this back on the watch list right here. NFE. Do we have? Yeah, we have the level 4 listed on it too. Let's go check over here what's happening. So there's your big iceberg orders hovering right around $3. It's got low support here right around 270. Stock trades a lot of volume. Huge volume right here. Already 34 million shares traded in pre-market. Wow. That is huge. All right. Wolf was also a really nice stock. And then it had a really nice crash. So that one did really well. IONQ, that was a really good one. That one came out with some big news. This stock has just been a great swing trade on our watch list. Not only has been a day trade yesterday, but it's been a great swing trade. You can see here at 40, it consolidated. Once it broke this 47, this thing has not turned back ever since, just making ultimate 52-week highs. You can see even here in a long-term trade, just breaking all-time highs. That stock is just kicking ass. Let me just go check and see what we got on the level 4, and let's see if these people are still bidding this thing up. It's kind of holding here pretty strong right here. You can see around 63. Looks like it has a little lot of resistance levels, making lower lows right here. From what I can see here, yep, 65. A lot of sellers out there, 12,000. No really big buyers out here. Long term, that's about it. 65 is the number. But still, those are just orders that's just popping out. It could be options trades that are filling in. CNRF, another one we trade. Spelled it wrong. FR. There you go. That was another rally of the day before, and that one did a little bit of a bounce. Box was also another one going up and quick back down, and these are all shorts that did really well. And we do short here, remember. RK, was it LB? Yeah, that one right there. Another really, really nice short yesterday. I might think this might still be a short. I'm going to put this on the B list. Okay, stock has a really good run. It could probably get down to 45. I'm going to put this on the list right here. RKLB. All right. Now, big percentage gainers. What we got going on over here? We had a big pop up of this one in pre-market, 119%, but she's on the downtrend. I'm going to scratch that one right there. I love this CDT. It just looks great. Cheap, inexpensive. You could see right here, little iceberg orders right around $120, but this thing is just popped beautifully. You can see now the orders starting to show up. Inexpensive, tradable, absolutely. Good volume, everything else. I just want to get above $1. All right. IPM, another one that gapped up pretty nicely, up about 40%, but just kind of flat after 730. Not really what I'm looking for. We want things that are kicking in early. This one gapped up huge, came back down. NFE, we already know about that. We put that on the watch list. CDW, big pop, came down. Big pop, came back down. I think there's a lot of support levels here on this stock right here on CWD. Let me go check. You can see here we got a lot of support levels at 8. It looks like a category 3. CWD. Let me go check. Yeah, there's a big order out there sitting right now. You can see around $8. So if it can hold right here, looks like I laddered up. Order got filled here on the downside. Came to this big order. Yeah, that could be a good. That probably be decent. We'll keep an eye on there at 8. But still a stock that is in the category 5. There's Lyft. We already know about that one. Made number 8 on the list. Nope. Not really tradable. No trend. No volume. Ugly spread. All right, we're done there. BoxL. All these stocks that were in the gainers just showed up on our losers list. Wow. FGI. No. No good shorts right there. Wolf is on the gainers list on New York Stock Exchange. It's only up 8%. So I'm not really a big fan of that. Losers. TOPP. Nope. No good losers there. Most active. I'm going to put the IPM just because it trades so much volume, 41 million shares. All right. Open, trying to make a little bit of a comeback. You know, we had fun with Open on the swing trade. That stock's been all over the news, always been on the most active list, trades crazy volume. But obviously now it's not really doing too much. We already know about that one. We already know about TSLL, but MSPR. Yeah, that pretty much does it. That pretty much does it right there. All right. So, that order, it looks like it's pulling on CWD. If anyone here has level 4, you're probably seeing it right now. Let me just show you. See, the guy just pulled his order a little bit. Not really a good sign. So, just be very, very careful of that stock, the CWD. All right, Michael, you made $1.50 on the short on Lyft. There you go. Listen, that thing was a huge pop. Right there, Michael. You know what I mean? So good for you. Listen, 20 to 27, that is going to be a really volatile stock today. I could tell you that. Look, even the tier size are pretty small, but way to go. Yeah, Eli Lilly made initial announcement partnership with Alibaba and JDT. Regarding Eli Lilly, I'm a very big fan of that stock. I've always been. Eli Lilly took a very big hit right around here, dropped down all the way to the lows around 600. It's got a lot of resistance levels right here. I like Eli Lilly. I think they just made an announcement. I think in Virginia, they're also building I think it's a $50 billion factory. I guess, that whole thing that Trump was doing of taking all those pharmaceutical companies and taxing the shit out of them to come back to the United States is really working. Like I said, like them or not, he is bringing everyone back. Now, that's the good thing. The bad thing is they got to come up with a lot of money. You know what I mean? $50 billion is going to come out of their bottom line. And we all know the good thing and the bad thing about it is cheaper to make it in China. The bad thing is that it is a national security risk. And the bad thing about it is that it's going to probably cost them more money to make, but I guess you could pay $50 billion there or do it here, and they're going to probably spend it here. So, that is a very good team up right there. I like the news on that you just posted, but we'll see how that actually is going to work over here when they start building those factories here. All right, but I'll throw Eli Lilly on the watch list. That has been a really fun stock, and I do love it. All right. No problem, guys. Let's get ready for the market open up. We got about 15 minutes. Remember, next week is our Cyber Expo. We got 2 days of one of my favorite and good friends, gurus out there. If you have not registered, we're going to post a link for you on social media. We're going to, basically we've had the link up here, Rich. You can post the link up again. We had it up here showing and featuring it on the screen. So, a lot of good things. And also, don't forget, next month is the on-site. All right, guys, we'll be back in 15 minutes. Me, Josh, and Rich will be ready to trade with you guys. If you're watching on social media and you do want to join our trading floor, just here's a little QR code. We're going to be here all day long. Take your phone, scan that QR code on the screen, or just go to ctu.co/free, and we'll get you logged in. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 15 minutes to trade this market.